What's up, people? Grand rising to all of everyone. High vibration, low vibration, my balance. I'm gonna say stability, state, table, state of be, or a state of both. Crazy. Y'all know you're over here with the spell master, your spellcaster, or the unveiled veller. The envelope. How much am I deliver my veil? Ain't creepy. A rasta. So big ups to everyone. Y'all know what it is, man. High vibration. Y'all get on up and get your awakening and your grand rising going. You know, the sun must always rise. You know, so I'm on my side where I come up. You know, I always come up. You close your eyes. You open them lids up. You gotta open up the lid so the light can come through. Hear me, Lord. Fierce, Lord. Okay. All right, fuck it. Shout out to the God Samari Gold and Samari and on the Black Gold album. The album is jamming. If you need some good music to jam to, go to Samari, Samory. Why? Because it's talking about the black gold. Hear me? The gold, or the black oily gold, or bubbling crude oil. Yeah? OIL, oil, or the geode, gold. Him and Lord, crazy. Fiercely. Without further ado, I'm gonna play that because I know a fucking devil gonna come for us in a suit and tie. Him and Lord Christmas. I dress up. The man in the mirror. Pierce.
I believe in a great power watching over reality cyber. It can move seas and great rivers if I come on flying brother. Evil feel the world that we in is like a road to conquer. Wicked man prepared to be judged by the Savior. Lead to my cry, oh God. I know the devil would have come for right in a suit and tie. God repeat them straight through my eyes. No more thinking of lies. I know the devil would have come for right in a suit and tie. God repeat them straight through my eyes. No more victim of lies. Not take no shot from Vatican. Nah, broke no bread with no dirty hand. Cause I see from afar, say I trap them setting. Never become a victim, they shall fail. This war that we know, that shall divide the answer. Cause I see from afar, I know I'm now. They shall fall at my feet to die. I know the devil would have come to right in a suit and tie. God reveal them straight through my life. No more victim of life. I know the devil would have come to right in a suit and tie. God reveal them straight through my life. No more victim of life. In a Jesus' day, Babylon, no time will come. Even in a million years, your time will come. Even if they roll out them looks at the watch in a million bucks. See, I know the time has changed. Your time has come. I know the devil would have come to right in a suit and tie. God repeat them straight through my eyes. No more victim of life. I know the devil would have come to right in a suit and God repeat them straight through my eyes. No more victim of life.
Singing these songs for all the Lord that becomes.
Singing these songs around the lost Africans, where have they gone? Singing these songs around the lost Africans, where have they gone? Singing these songs around the lost Africans, we gone. I'm ready. You find your way. Remember the place where you're coming from. Our ancient African culture is lost from generations. Memories denied by freedom. Will our children understand? The spirits of our ancestors is like a forgotten song. Advice from the spell my people.
All right, so let's spell it, my people.
Singing these songs around the lost Africans, where have they gone? Singing these songs around the lost Africans, where have they gone? Singing these songs in all the lost Africans, where have they gone? I'm ready to find you where remember where you're coming from.
Big ups, big ups, big ups. One more jam and we're gonna get to it, y'all.
When all else fails,
Waiting on the room to fill up.
through my trials and tribulations, prayer keeps me strong. Though the road is rocky and the way is long, there's a light that guides my path. It's the great I am. I never get weak, I never get scared. In my head up, let righteousness prevail. Sometimes flesh and man will fail. Say, I give God thanks for all He's done, for I know He is real as the rising sun. As I am down on my knees, Jah is there for me. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward, Jah is in control. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward, Jah is in control. And when my eyes were closed, Jah gave me vision and gave me wisdom to make the right decision. And as my knowledge increased, I praise the King from the east. Yes, Jah is my strength and my provider. And when I am down, Jah never leave me down. He's always around, keeps me on solid ground. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward, Jah is in control. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward, Jah is in control. Hey, I've come to one conclusion: Jah's the only solution. He never leave I alone, cause I never shut earth alone. Whatever you reap is what you sow, Jah know. So I make sure the road I trod is Jah road. I never let it go, cause Jah is beside me. Jah overguide me and guide me. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward, Jah is in control. There is a spirit within my soul, moving forward, Jah is in control. Hey, spirit of love, spirit of joy, spirit of understanding in my heart. Keep in mind, yeah.
We will get up into this after this instrumental play or the jam drop. Y'all hit that thumbs up button as y'all come on in. I know it's an early rising, but the early bird catch the worm. Catch the worm while he's trying to get something to eat. Put something in between his beak, only so he can speak a peak. He had to reach down in the dirt so he can reach what he was trying to eat. We all have to reach if we're going to teach the aspects of life. Life, right? Life is just a spell. I will deal with words. Words is words. Swords. Orbs. Orbs. Awards. Lords. Throats. Shrugs. Treats. Sure. Sure. Pure you are. Need no cure for our property. Yes, sir. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, buck, 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 buck. Him and all, you buck, 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 buck. Now you got to ride the buck, or the deer bucks, or the bucking horse, or the fighting bull, the raging bull comes out the gate, bucking, trying to kick the man off his back, trying to get the fucking monkey off his back. Hear me. Y'all come on in, man. Y'all come get this work early. We're gonna get this work early. We're gonna get y'all this work early. You hear? Oh yeah, I gotta get up and go to work in a minute. Anyways, I gotta get up. Y'all listening to a sleepwalker talking to y'all in sleep while you in a deep, dark place trying to escape. But the peak seems like it's so far away for you to get to. Like you don't have a ladder tall enough to reach. Only to know that you was trying to get out the top when you just had to go in from the bottom. You can only get out through the bottom, while the top looked like the entrance or the hole that where you seen light. You were scared to go back in through the dark to come back through the light. The light don't always lead you to the light. See, the light gonna lead you back into the dark. Everything is everything. I've always had 2020 vision for it. So for everybody who's going by the Gregorian calendar and things of this nature, 2020 is upon you now. But now is always what's been. I mean, if you knew that you was born with a clear vision, would you worry about this 2020 vision then? If you knew that you was literally given a clear vision that was distorted, your clear vision, your 2020 vision, been distorted all this time. Now everything is coming so clear. Everything is so in your face now. Everything is right in front of your face now. Just like your eyes. Your eyes are in your face. See, I am you. You are me. We are we. They are us. The spell that we are up under, that you were up under, or that we were up under, or that we are in, the spell that we are in. The spell that we were in, or that we are in, let me say that, not that we were in, because we are in this thing that we call life. Expression, vibration, frequency, spells, thought, intent, humor, happiness, sadness, guilt, the feeling of victory, success, successful are spells, money, a television, compute, urge are spells. Your lips, your eyes, your hands, arms, heart, body, spells. Do I grasp the part that is all about I? Only time that you're looking at you is when you're looking at another set of eyes. Looking at you is only looking at another set of eyes. Set of is like set off, or set of is appear to set. If you set someone up, you're staging it. The events were staged. It's why we are all on this age, and we're going through this age where we're through the bondage. It's a bond age. We'd have been through what they would call the ice age, stonage, bondage. See, we are all bound by age, time, construction, art, or art, technology, the art I detect. Don't get too far away from spelling. So my point of telling you guys so much about this spelling is because you were natural spellers. But it's about time that we start putting more energy into the things that we are spelling and what we are broadcasting. To broadcast. To be a road cast. To be a road casting abroad. Spelling, spells, spells, spells and spells and most spells. Triggers, trigger, vibration, trigger words. If we have words that's trigger words that can trigger things, it sound not a trigger word. When you hear something, it triggers off something that makes you react. The vibration of the sound, which was a spell. Vibration is a spell. Echo. So casting spells, breaking the veil. If y'all notice, look at some videos when you see people being put up under hypnosis. How they trigger and how they utilize the art of. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Wake up. All of my people. Snap out of it. Snap. Snap out of it, people. When our drums hit the drum. I said, it's a beat. Boom, boom. Boom. It's a snap. Put you in the trance. Translucent. In the trance. To enter into somewhere, you have to go through the entrance. When you go through the entrance, you are going into a portal or a body. Now, in these awakening times that we are in, utilize this. The eye in the sky, which is the sun, which is the same thing as the moon or you and I. When you go inside majority places during these times and days, or were you under the spell of these time and days or whatever, all the way existed. So you have always been in the eye. You have always been being watched and followed. You have always been followed or being watched. When you go inside of one of these portals, you are being watched. All eyes are on you. Literally. What's up, citizen man? What up, Watt R? Let me share the link out for you brothers, man, in case you guys want to come up, man. Citizen man, I definitely been watching your live streams, bro. You definitely going in, man, and you might be, I ain't gonna say you converting me, but you might be switching my thoughts. But I really don't think that we should be dealing with voting because it's a way that it's stealing our energy. I think it's kind of a spell that we under. But you do see it through your eyes. So through your eyes, you are fighting your fight in your way, and I support you because you can only see through your eyes. So what you are seeing is meant for something that is dealing with I in our time. So I do respect everything that you say, whether I agree or disagree. See, either way, there is an agreement in there. See, disagreeing and agreeing is one and the same. Sort of like black and white or left and right or, writing. And writing is writing, right? So 2020 is a spell. Yes. Are numbers not a spell? Yes, they are. Can anyone escape all spells? That's a good question. Great question. Can we escape all spells? How do you escape all spells when you die? It's a spell. How do you get away from spelling when everything was created with the spell? They said the unity with the word. As far as I can see, everything that you can see in front of your face was created with that, including a man, a woman, a purse sack, a garbage sack, or a nut sack, a pouch, water bag, compartment, container. And when you was contained by the skin of your mama then. So, can anyone escape all spells? Uh, Me? No. How do you escape spells? You don't think no more? Don't thinking is still a spell because you said, I'm not going to think no more. You say, man, I'm not thinking no more. Then you'll be thinking to yourself, what the hell I'm going to do now? Or what you going to do? Communication alone is dealing with spells. Even if you were dealing with sign language, what are you doing? Spelling. We've been spelling all our life. We've been adding equations, mathematics, science, grammar. That's all you ever known. That's all I've ever known. Only thing I've seen is what I've known. Now, outside sources may try to plant visions. So protect your energy and the things that you allow to go out and come in to your vision. Your vision is the perspective or the perception and the light that you are pushing out of what you would call I or your eyes. That's connected to everything in. In is I'd. I'd. I like to be is in. Um, What language? That's a great question, bro. What language does a born, blind, deaf, mute being think in? Do they think? Are they even aware or even know where or see, hear, woman? If you are blind, who was born blind, deaf, and you can't speak, no way for you to know nothing. No spell for you to be under. But you're still under the spell of being. But do you know that you exist? Does a baby that was born blind, deaf, and mute, do it even know that it exists? Do it even know if it exists? What does exist? A spell. Do it even know it's still a spell to even question to acquire? So, being said, what language does a born, blind, deaf, mute being thinking? They think in a blind and a dark language. Or they think in light. They can't even think in light because they wouldn't know what that is. What's that, baby? You know what I know. You hungry? Give me some sugar. When you wake up. How you doing? Great rise. You know you sugar. Early for you to be getting up. Yes, yes, yes. It is. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll go bring you some. I'll go make you some. Bring you some baby, okay? All right. Hmm? All of what? Dark cereal or noodles? Okay. So, bro, that is a great question, man. How do they think in? Or what do they think in? Do they think at all? How do they know how to think? How do they know how to speak? How do they know how to see? What do they know how to smell? If they had a smell. If they don't have a frequency to hear, see, think, talk, or nothing, they can't feel nothing. What do they feel? Huh? Yes. If you can't feel, you can't hear, you can't feel a vibration. Or okay, you might can, but if your body is numb, your eyes ain't never seen no light. They don't know how to feel the vibration of a color or aura. How can you hear a sound if you deaf? How would you know what a vibration was? Would your body feel it? Like, I mean, like, because you got to think of this. So they say, if a blind man can't see, his eyes become his ears become his eyes. His nose become his ears. Everything switch around. You feel me? Because I don't know. I have to look that up. That's a real interesting question. How many people in the world were born that can't see, hear, uh, or talk? You can't talk, you can't hear, and you can't see. How can you communicate or even know that you were meant to be? How do you even know that you are here? You wouldn't even, I don't even think you would be able to have a frequency or vibration because the art of what we came from was the art of going in and out, which is a vibration that you had to go in and out something. So I don't know how that would work. You really got me thinking right now. I'm trying to figure that out. That's a good one. That is a great one. That was a great one. That was really great. That was deep. I don't really get stumbled too much. I mean, like, damn, it made me think about it. What language does a born blind, deaf, mute being thinking spells? I'd be like, because they just feeling around in the dark. So are they manifesting anything? They're walking around in the dark. You don't hear. You don't. I don't know. What do you feel? The ground up underneath your feet? How do you even know to look for anything or to know what you walked into? If you know that that was you, would you walk into something and just attach to it and get stuck to it? I mean, like, how were you created? Everything come with a spark, vibration. Spark alone took a vibration. You got to hear that to crank up, or you got to feel it to be able to push it out. Defining, man, I don't know. That's a good fucking question, bro. That's a great fucking question. Amazing question. That was amazing, bro. You got me thinking a billion miles an hour as I came in this bitch already. Bro, that's a great ass question. No, you deep, bro. You deep. I'm just you. I am you. Just like you said, I appreciate you for allowing me to pick my brain. Um, uh, but I mean, the platform is open, bro. You more than welcome to come up and speak. I'd love for you to elaborate on it. You feel what I'm saying? Blind, deaf, you really got me stunned with that one, boy. You threw my whole vision off with that. But that's the spell. See, that's under that we think that we really see, hear, fear, and taste and hear. Like we think that we have these 5 and 6 senses here. But what sense does any of it make when you are all up under a spell? What really makes sense and what doesn't make sense? They say that working makes sense, right? And they say sense is something that we get for working, which is money or currency. So when you're dealing with those senses, the natural sense that we was given, feeling, touch, taste, smelling, hearing, right? And then your sixth sense, which was your intuition and your telekinesis and your ability to create and have and to be able to manipulate. And these are all other senses. So we was given senses that wasn't necessarily money, but it was a form of energy. So our senses was a form of energy. I think that only way that that language does, okay, what language does a born blind and deaf mute being think in? 0 point. They think and they speak at absence of nothing, and they don't do nothing because they just is. They are just what it is. They are 0 point. They are the point of balance where they don't have to speak or think or talk or touch. They are just what it is. It's like if you ever seen Lucy, right? She had thoughts so fast that her thoughts became uh vivid reality. She couldn't even think it because as she thought it was, as she saw it was, as she felt or experienced it, it just was. No explanation for it or no reason. It was just us, was. And the reason was just to let it pass or because it had to go through and come back in, out the bag. So, like, I think I may be wrong in this, but I think that the language that a born blind, deaf, and mute person speak It's 0 point. They don't think in. They think, damn, damn. Lord have mercy, you just made me see something else. This is so fucking deep and dope, bro. Now, that born blind and deaf and mute person is the same thing that most people are up under the spell are, because they think that they can do these things, but they really are those things. Meaning because they never think in, they only thought out. They only think out, look out, and see out so they can figure it out. They never try to figure it in. When you become the wind and the fire, so you know that you was in everything. You didn't even have to think it out. You had to know it in. Now you can think it in, because thinking is in. In. In is think. In. Ink. Ink. In. So, yeah, a mute being would be thinking in only because he was at the place where everybody else in the world was thinking out. And they was thinking out, they was trying to lash out, speak out, everything else. He did none of the above. He thought in, he spoke in, he seen within, and he heard inside in. That might be the mic drop right there. That might be a motherfucking mic drop right there. That might have been it right there. That was it. That's it. You know, you have to search within yourself so you can find, literally. See how I went inside my mind and start operating the brain on the inside. See, I went inside to see how it would be on the end, and that's what I see, that everybody is thinking out. So a blind person and a mute person, a deaf person, they only thought in. They never think out. They never think out. And that's what's wrong with the world today. We think out. We act out. We act out our inner. Damn, bro, you just made me see some shit, bro. A fucking mute person thinks in. What does he think in? In. He literally thinks in. He speaks in. He speaks to himself within. He hear himself within. Or it, she, it, whatever it is. They hear themselves and speak themselves, feel themselves, smell themselves within, not on the outside. Damn, that shit deep, cuz. That shit deep. That's deep as fuck, cuz. Damn, you really took me somewhere. You opened me up with that, Jack. Props to that, man. Shout out to Watt Aurora. Man, you killed that, bro. That was deep. Okay, so all right. Back to this 2020. You asked some great questions. Was numbers? Yes, man. That's understood and respected, boy. The wise man stay in the back and keep his. You are being that mute. You're thinking inside. You hear it in. You're taking it all in from the out. As you hear it come from inside yourself, you thinking and you project it out and let everyone who have speakers to speak it about. Yes, bro. Yes, man. Shout out to Mind's Eye. Shout out to Mind's Eye. What's up, God? Yes, bro. I love when people take me there, have me have to think there. You know what I'm saying? Which everyone do. You know, all of the brothers and sisters who get on the platform. You know, open up that brainwave. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the whole thing of what I'm showing, what I'm showing to the people not teaching, or I'm just trying to bring it to the light from my sight, the way that the points of me, like my boy mine view is what you giving. Your points of view, the points that you view, the key points that you view, that you are able to come through and live, and that you went through, and the experiences that you got to lead you to where you at. Because if we all are out here, we are all out here for a reason. We out here. I am out. No, I am in and you are out. You know. So, but I am roaming all about. You know, about still doing with the ab out, meaning that you're away from out. You was always inside. I was always inside, and you was always out. About. Oh, you out. The T of you is out. You're looking at the crossroads because every point that you cross, or every point that you step, or every step that you take is another point where you meet it. It's a cross. It's where your feet meet. Your feet meet the concrete. You feel me? Which is it is. When you meet, you are meeting. It's the meeting place, the meeting ground. You know what I mean? Shout out to the God Sunray. 2020 has arrived.
Shout out back, boy.
Shout out to the God. 2020 has arrived for those who need contact lenses and glasses. Most of us, some of us who already had 2020 vision, we've been having 2020 vision our whole life. And even the ones who wear contacts and glasses, they just didn't know that they had 2020 vision because they really couldn't see clear when they took what they had in front of them, which is a lens. So when you take that lens off and you go to looking at other lenses, you start, it has an effect on the original taker of the picture, which was you. You the only one that had the original picture. So your picture can be tampered with, altered, revamped, revised, remodeled. You feel what I'm saying? So most of us with clear vision, we didn't need things like contact lenses and glasses because we already knew that we was looking through the lenses of our own glass.
Yeah, we had Photoshop ability from day one to see through those. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, yeah. But if
like
if we clicked on the right, you know, I mean, if we were able to click on the right, what's that word? Like option, and then we can see through the imagery and effects. I think so. If you've got that 2020 clicked. But
yes,
it's been thick, bro. How did you go? You've been busy with your fam?
Yeah, just chilling with the fam. Just up early. I was up on information, man. Shout out to that brother, man. Was just over there with him and just came over live before I got up and went out and did a couple things. Working, I finished this little job I was doing. Yeah, I was just up feeling the vibe and just said, man, let me go live right now before I get up out of here. You know.
Yeah, man. Because I was on just a few hours ago with Nikki. She was like, "I miss her drop. I miss Huey. Haven't seen him in a few days." So that's good, man. The vibes there.
I said one day, he'd be like, man, I just was off. I didn't go on and I've been going on for like 4 days straight. Then I got off one day yesterday. He'd be like, I could feel the vibe. Like everybody, like, damn, what's going on? Like, you feel me? It's like crazy. I can feel that literally.
It's good, bro.
Because I feel it. I was looking on the chats. I'm looking on the YouTube yesterday. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody go live. Ain't nobody even do nothing yesterday. That's good because we was taking. We was taking in. You know, to come back out with this time right now. We in control of time because we the holders of time controllers. And it's all about now right now because the vision is so clear now that everything is really coming ASAP that you can control your magic.
It's here now. It's here now, dude.
Yes, man.
It's not coming. It's already here. So, it's no more waiting. Like people who are waiting for the shit to come, I don't know about that. Go out and grab it, my friend. Go out and grab it.
Yeah.
Like, or look inside and grab it. Whatever feels for you, dude. Whatever is good for you.
Whatever was meant for you is here for you right now. Literally, all you gotta do is just get to it and get it. Get to it. Go get it.
Right. That's it. Perceive it, plan it, and then walk the pathway.
Yes. Plan it, execute your plan, man, and go get what you had planned for yourself. Because you the only thing know that what you got planned for you. See,
That's it.
this why the spell is so deep because most of us think or can't imagine you obtaining so much with
Right.
not working. So they
Yep.
be like, man, you gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. They keep
Yep.
sending you back to that state of working. Which you came back, you had already came back from the place where
And
you
then
went
you
to sleep
start
and
at
you
the
died and you
square one
invented
again.
yourself, right? So like you
Yeah.
already working. We working right now just by being
Bro,
up.
like, not even that. Like, I was seriously thinking about this, like, serious, like, sincerely. Like, all this time that I've been on here, we chat and all this stuff. Like, most of you fellas, like, work 9 to 5, right? And you do your job, you got to hit with your family. I'm lucky that I don't have children yet, right? So I'm still finding my place and able to live my sort of, you know, just live my way as a musician, as a hustler. And then I can see the formation, the fact that I have that ability to sort of be my boss in a way, work for myself when I want. It's like I can see the formation because my parents too. They wanted me to go to uni and finish all this stuff, and I was a professional musician and hustling and making my way doing that. So I didn't see the real value of life in my mid 20s and stuff. So, but now I see it. But I can see that like people lose their like they're getting trained into robots, bro. Like as you said, you work 9 to 5, you gotta get up, you gotta work that shit and then just to get that paper and then you come home and you try to release, but it just starts again and we're coming to robots, brother. Like I mean, you might think you're human, but your activity is very routine and regimented, kind of robotic, you know? You feel the grind, you gotta get up, you go to work, keep cop shit from the boss, come home, and then do it again.
The real meaning of insanity. Doing something more than once, over and over again, that you don't agree with, and that you think is wrong, and that is insanity.
Nah, it's not that. It's to try and find a different outcome. To do the same activity over and over again and try and find a different outcome, then that's
Get the
insane.
same results. That's insanity.
Yeah.
So the whole
So
world is under a mental condition, which is the spell. This
yeah,
is the
brother.
condition that the spell have put the mind in.
Yep. And then it feels your falseness, your no, not falseness, like the false frailties actually. So the things that the models and things they idolize and all that stuff, so that most people aren't that, and even that they're getting photoshopped on these cover of magazines and shit like this. So it's a total false sense that you're trying to achieve and you're not going to be. And as we just said, we're the only people that can realize that full potential. So we got to do it, and all this other shit is there to take you away from that, you know.
Yep.
And even as that, like, I mean, my brother works hard in the corporate field, right? He's done really, if you're talking about you want money and you want that, then he's done well. But he said to me, I remember, like, you always remember one thing: your boss is always going to be richer than you. Um, so that's one thing that stuck with me. And also, like, another thing is that, like, because he grew up in Fiji till he was 6, right? So
Right.
that's like living on the islands, right, in Jamaica and shit like this. So it's pretty happy life, but first class standards of things out there. There was no television there, but nothing to play with. They're playing with sticks and balls and shit like this, right? Like taped up balls. Now he's come to Australia, worked his education. I was born here, so I kind of went into the lazy Australian way. Um, and then, but he said to me, because then he moved to London and he started earning a bit like money over there when the pound was worth like $2 American. And he was just saying, man, all these people in Brisbane, like in cities around here, they drive around in Mercedes and BMW, looking cool in their sunglasses. Really, in this comparison of shit in the worldwide scope, they are peasants. Like, if you want to go like show off and act like you got money, go to London. and drive your Rolls Royce. Go to Dubai, you know, go to these rich places and do it. Not like here. You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense to me. But that's not what I'm about. I'm not about trying to be rich and all that.
I think I'm starting to really think that that's something that again was up under the spell. That's how they tricked us because they made us know like when we come to awakening, right? We do things like we see that this money is fake and shit like that. And it's like, okay, we're not trying to be rich, but we are because you was meant to be rich. You was gold. That's how you was G-O. The G was how old you was. You was
Gee,
nothing
it
but
was the
gold.
land.
So you was supposed to be rich. It's like, but rich ain't what they perceive to be in this world. See, rich is only what you see for yourself. Like right now, you rich and you. It's like I'm rich, but I got to see how rich that I am. It's not what they consider as rich. Riding around in the phantom, whoop, 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 whoop. It's like being spending
Mm-hmm.
time with my family.
Yep.
Your health as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Your mind state, having to be able to create your own reality out your mind is what the real riches is. You are super poor when you're out working or doing and letting other ones control you. This is what make you poor. You pouring out
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You're poor. We were all poors, but we was poor to be rich. Rich. You know
Boy,
what I mean? We
speak
had the
that. That's
poor rich
facts, man. That's
coffee.
facts. Hey, that's what makes you kind of that because you're pouring out yourself, dude. Hey, that's right, man. You know, we are just to
Yes.
think of that word. It's like enriched, right? Not rich, enriched. It's kind of like abundant in nutrients. You know what I mean? Like you can have food that's enriched and stuff, so it's really potent. So I'm just thinking.
Yes, the enrichment or investment, which is in the rich. The rich was the mind. See, it was being in a rich state of mind, the mind state that we in. You feel me? A lot of us we are in the state in the mind state of poor or poverty, struggling because that was what the spell was attached to. We're looking at we're looking at our eyes outside of the spell, and the spell gets you looking at the attachment of suffering. So
But
so
what
that
is that? See, wait. You say that word, and what does that mean? Because I always say that thing. I say first world problems, right? When people here in Australia they complain, they don't know shit about suffering. You know what I mean? Like, because you got first world problems. The worst of the worst, you can find shelter, you can find food, you can find water. These third world countries, they're suffering, bro. They can't find shelter. Their parents have got murdered. They're like, you know, it's no food around. They got to fend for themselves at the age of 11 in refugee camps. Like, what the hell? You know, how does that go on in the world, man? How does that go on? And people are making so much profit every day. I don't understand. I can't understand it. It kind of saddens me, really.
yeah, man, because suffering is almost like smothering or suffocation where you ain't got enough room to
Yep,
breathe. It's like when we be like we be on a
killing slowly.
we get to arguing and nobody want to let each other's voice get heard. We're
Yep,
suffocating, and then the one end up feeling like they can't breathe or they not getting heard or their voice not being able to speak out is the one that end up suffering because they suffocating. You
yep,
taking the air, you clogging them up.
yep.
So
That's
like
right. Hey,
all of
and
these different things.
it's a slow sort of painful thing too. If you did that
Yes,
suffocation,
man.
that's fucked. Hey, and that's the way that they're doing it, bro. These are like
Yeah, man. It's like walking around with a plastic bag on your face every day. Then you poke a hole in your mouth, and then like every time you breathe, a bubble, and you gotta poke that motherfucker out just to get another breath. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, damn, do I got a plastic bag on my?
took. Hey, uh, yeah. So 10 children went missing from this camp. which the royal family visited in Canada. So like, I went to look that up, and then I've seen this 60 Minutes thing from Australian 60 Minutes interviewing this young English girl. It's probably from the early 80s. Um, it's quite horrific. I'm gonna post it, but like they were just talking about it's really sick. This girl got given away like by her mother. It was parents split up. Father took it to the father's mother. Father had enough, went away. The child was left with the grandmother. The grandmother was involved in like these depraved sex satanic cults and shit. And this, like, you should have heard what she was saying. This girl, like, she was impregnated by 11. The baby died. She had, numerous times. It was fucking crazy. Sick. Anyway.
And you said, when is happening? When is happening, bro? You there? His mic went out. Sorry, you there? I think his mic went out or something.
Citizen Man, what's up, Bella? I hope you're still here watching. Big ups, big ups.
Say that again.
I was just saying hello to all the folks who posted some in the chat.
Okay, yeah. You said you seen Citizen Man?
Up there in the beginning. When he first posted. I don't know if he's still here. Hopefully he is. But yeah, did you hear what I was saying though, bro?
No, you was breaking up. That's why I was asking. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. You was breaking up.
Oh, like I was just, it's like some crazy, all of that child abuse stuff is just going on, and I just saw a documentary about. I mean, I just watched it because I was looking up some other info, but yeah, I'll get into it. But I'm gonna try to post. I was trying to edit it before. I just saw the 60 Minutes thing. It's from the early 80s, and there was this girl in England who got like involved in it. She was 11 years old, and she was impregnated, and they ate the baby. It's insane.
Crazy. You said like, she ate the baby?
No, like, okay, that short. Her parents split up. The father went to live with his mother. The father then went away, and that grandmother took the child and put it in like some crazy.
Oh, you saying they put her in they put the baby in like a foster care or something? Hey y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear Sunray, or put a 2 in the chat if it keeps breaking out. It seemed like he broke up again. It might be my signal.
That's all good.
I know it might be my signal though, because you keep going in and out.
What'd you do did you get a feast going on? Or what?
What what they call New Year?
Yeah, what's the American thing? What's the common thing to do for that? Just have the Christmas leftovers or what?
They just, I don't know, bro. They shoot guns out all day, man. They like shoot guns in the sky and drop the piece. They go to the clubs and pop champagne bottles.
Stupid, eh? I don't know.
That's what they do.
Good enough. It's like, fun. It's fun if you have an experience, I guess. It's an experience.
For a whole hour. For 1 whole hour. From 11 o'clock to probably like 12:30, bro. Nothing but gunshots, bro. I'm talking,
yeah, see, that's fucking crazy. I got
a house with my babies up under, like, really try to get up under some shit because you don't know where the hell the bullet's coming down. Everybody shooting.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Boom, 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 boom. That's all I'm on for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours last night.
Even that, I was talking to Nikki about it before. I was like, same thing. Like, I just can't believe because I heard it last night as well, right? And I'm in a smaller city than I am when I was born, and it's like it's still like um, fairly. It's not that it's got a million people here, but we've got all the first class facilities, and it's just like I heard the fire is going off at 12, and it just made me think like all around the world, all these like westernized cities, they just let off these explosions for no like it's such a waste of time. Like you know, like like And even that, there's like things can pop off. I remember when we were teenagers, man. Like we were kids. Fucking what's that word? Statute of limitations is now expired. But you know, we were like here. Cats were like letting off guns down near the river, and one skimmed off the water surface and went on the other side of the bank and hit a lady. Like she didn't get extremely injured, but still, it was a lesson learned. Was I didn't shoot it though.
Yep, and as soon as well, I ain't even really been asleep. I've been up, but like early, what about an hour ago, I was looking at the news, and it was saying like right around the corner from where I stay at, it was saying that that was the first shooting or the first killing of the 2020 happened. Well, I said, well, they gonna get more,
What?
y'all gonna get more calls about that because y'all don't got no proof of no shooter or nothing. The bullet probably came out the goddamn out the sky, out his house. He was in his house and got shot.
Yeah. Fuck.
Crazy,
What? Do
man.
you know the circumstances? Oh no.
No, they said he was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, but they found him in the house and it wasn't no signs of struggle. So
Yeah.
I'm
See? So all the neighbors are firing off and they go, here's my time, here's my chance. Bang.
like, right, you got all the guns shooting around. If you do want to do something to somebody, you can go right in their house and bump, 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 and they gonna think that it's fireworks.
Happy New Year. Hit the floor. Fuck that.
Crazy, man.
I
Shit is
still
sick.
can't understand that. I don't see the sexiness and the appeal and all that shit in firearms. I really don't. Like, you know, it's not even a. It's a not. As you said, bro. That day you had your unk out back then the wooden. You
Uh,
know the. It like that's where we're at. We're spear warriors, man. Like no doubt. And even when the people came to here, the British colonies came to here, they were getting fucked up hard. You know, even though they had guns, they were getting fucked up hard by these people with spears. Fit motherfucking warriors. You know, living off the land, coming to your face, pushing this piece of wood into your throat. You know, your scary ass red suits and red coats and shit.
yeah,
Like,
and then they gotta go. You gotta go out. You want to shoot from a distance. This is the reason the misspelling and put us up under the spell because they don't want you out spelling because then you can outcast that spell about that gun. You can do away with that gun. That motherfucker ain't gonna have no power on you, literally, because the universe is way more stronger than a bullet could ever be. You feel me?
right,
When that thought
right.
of the
I get what you're
universe,
saying.
you know,
Yeah.
because we created that bullet out
It
from the
could
thought of the
cause that
universe.
miracle.
Right. When we had that power to think and create, that's what's more powerful than anything that we can make to harm ourselves. It's like once you invest into self, right? Once you make an investment, right?
Right.
First, you got to know that the The vest can be a lot of things, but the mind is one thing, the mint. So when you investing into your mind, you know that you got to put a vest in on your mind to have a bulletproof shield on your mind, or a bulletproof shield on your mind and on your chest. Is what you invest into. So
Yeah.
like,
Enclosing it, I
yes,
think.
man. Keep
Yeah.
yourself closed inside and protected on the inside. You feel me? So what's going on outside don't have no effect on you because you just a reflection. Everything on the outside is just a reflection of the inside. That's why I realized that I had to stop worrying about what they was doing and having enemies on the inside of me, because then they would get closer to me on the outside. And the
Oh,
more I
bro.
start doing that, I realize, okay, I ain't got no enemy within me, so I don't have no enemy without me. So then I don't be around. I don't have no low vibes no more. I remember,
Think about that. That's
that's
straight up,
crazy.
man. Like, if you was to, like I was just saying, you can't try and bother to think about the things that aren't in your control, but you're saying these things. Just say you're conversating with someone, you're debating, you don't agree, and the fact that they spit off these words, and if it added into the atmosphere, now you heard it and you let it get into you. Now, if you let it get to you and fester, that thought, even they just said one sentence, they're living their life, they're going along, they're eating meals, they're going to the toilet, they're driving around, whatever. But you could be sitting there for 3 days going, fuck, man, he said that sentence, he said that. And that is growing in you, that little enemy demon thing. And the fact that you can say you don't let it get to you, that's beautiful, because that's a powerful thought. Like, it's the truth. A lot of these things will be detrimental to people. They think, oh shit, man, what the neighbors think, or what did the corner shop man say, or that person that passed me. Who gives a fuck what they think, really? If they don't respect you, who gives a flying, man? Really? Like, that's the problem. People are a lot too nice. A lot of people take advantage of that. Some people can't even realize situations, man. That's another thing. We don't all have the answers, but we do have the answer for ourselves. That's most definite, eh? Would you agree with that, bro?
Yes,
Okay,
sir. We don't have all the answers, but we got all our answers. We can
that's
only
right.
answer ourselves. That's why when the young boy was on the last one, I think the God body, he was like, "Damn, bro, you making me answer my own question, bro." Yeah, because I'm giving you your power back. Now you know that everything you was looking on the outside was already inside of you. You just had to
Boom,
really look.
boom. That's right, man. Double tap.
Yep. Anything that you can think to ask yourself, you already got the answer to it. You answering yourself when you ask you the question. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like you just don't know it all. All you do literally know is what you know, and that's all that you know. So you do know it all. You just know all what you know. And people take that
Crazy.
like, okay, I can't know it all. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I don't know what's going on in a minute. I don't know what you doing.
Right.
Look, I know what
Yep.
I'm doing. That's all I know.
That's right, man. Hey, and then even that you're saying that, I'm just thinking of the people that take advantage. Like you've got news outlets, you've even got streamers, people that stream. Like they're taking these young anybody really, and that's just materialistic capitalism. But they're taking advantage of this guy's wanting to learn or willingness to, not even that, innocence to learn kind of thing. And then they'll be like, no, this is the right way, this is the right way, when instead you said, nah, man, it's inside you. You find out what you got to do and you do it. But these other people are like, no, 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 you gotta go, it's called, like, and just keep them in a state of fuckery or confusion, stagnant.
Yep.
It's crazy. The world is like,
Crazy.
it's fucking very, well, I don't
But
know.
more I start looking at it though, it ain't even that crazy though. I really like it though. The more and more, like, okay, I see what's going on now. It ain't as bad as everyone think it is. That's just how they perceive it. You feel me? They
It's
just
just what it is. That's right. Yeah.
like, I ain't no slave. Stop adding that. Stop accepting that. We gotta stop adding these things to ourselves because we own that shit. You was a slave. We own that. We own that. Just because they said that don't mean that's what you had to be. That's just like literally, man. Like what people be like, man, we went through all of these things. All my people was that. Look, man, I don't know nothing about that because my mama, my grandma, my great grandma, far as I know, in my eyes, was never no goddamn slave. So why do I want to attach that to me? How far of everything do I got to attach to me back where I would just have to believe what somebody else said about me, about whoever I was attached to then? Shit, if that was the case, shit, I would be a slave now. I was born a slave then. Well, why I'm so goddamn free? Why I'm walking around? Why do I even want that energy attached to me? I don't know nothing about no black and being no goddamn slave. We don't know nothing about being no damn slaves, but other than slaving for this self or slaving for this physical. Only slave that I literally been a slave to is for me. Only thing that I'm slaving for is this flesh that I'm in. This flesh that I'm in
Yeah,
has
that's a
a
very good point, bro. That's spot on kind of thing. Because what is a slave, right? It's like in the music terms, they have it like when you go connect things MIDI, right? There's a the thing that's in between is the slave, right? So like you might know that most likely, right? Like not many people use MIDI, but it's like the instrument in the middle connecting the information is acting as a slave, like sending the information through it. So that's exactly what your body is, the flesh. It's just doing what your mind is telling it to do, or your conscious.
yes, it's doing what your subconscious is doing. Our conscious and our subconscious is sort of like our masculine and feminine energy. They are pulling apart from each other, but our subconscious got sort of more control. But you got just as much as control as your subconscious, meaning you can hold your breath as long as you can. But then the subconscious kick in with like, well, okay, give me some of my shit back. And then you have to give. That's why it's a give and take. You got to breathe in and out. This is something that's just operation. It has to occur. So our subconscious is got to do what it's got to do, and then the conscious has to do what it has to do. So the sub is two different things that are one. You got the sub, then you have the
Yeah,
conscious.
right. That's true.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and most people think that the subconscious is different from the conscious, but the subconscious has the conscious in it. This is where the spell have you in and have you divided within self,
Yep.
have you separated from self. Because the spelling of the word subconscious is a compound word. You see the S in it, you see the U in it, and then you just see the B. So that's what your sub is just being. It's just being the serpent energy, the thing that's around us, the center. You feel me? The
Yeah.
center to see.
That's
You
a
know what I
trippy
mean?
thought. I just thought of that when you said like your conscious and subconscious is a the different trait right of your mind. I was just thinking, what if males, right? We all our conscious thought is male thought, our subconscious is feminine thought, and for a female, their conscious thought is feminine, where their subconscious thought is male. All those things that double think, you know, like
That's deep. And that's what's going on. Because this is like being a man, right? We got these man intentions. Like, damn, she fine. This, that, and the third boy, or gawking over women. The same thing that we doing, they doing to us.
yep, no doubt.
You
No
know,
doubt. They'll say it to your face. They'll say it to your face.
literally.
You know?
You got some. It's the same thing. Just like some men is more open than the most men. You feel me? Like some men that's got a natural gift, or say a gift to gab, or a gift, a way they know how to approach.
Charisma. Yeah.
Yeah, charisma. He got the self confidence. He know himself more. Everybody don't know. See, some people don't even know what they purpose for. They don't have a dream. They don't think that they got an ability. They don't know how to tap into them because they look outside of the world and they see everything that everybody else doing, and they just like, oh, I can't be as good as Jay-Z. I can never play basketball as good as LeBron James. I can never throw a football like Tom Brady. Can you throw it? See, it's the mindset that got you can't do something like them. I can rap, I can talk, I can throw a ball, I can shoot just like he do, with on his toes up with my wrist up. Now, why would you say that you can't do something like nobody? I can't run like Nassim Boat. Why I can't? If I get my ass out there and just start pumping my arms, whether I'm running as fast as him, I'm running just like him. It's like the turtle and the
Yeah.
hare.
Good
Yeah,
point.
man.
Good point.
Yes, bro. We got to start unveiling the veil and start attaching ourselves with what we can't, because everything that you can't is your capabilities. You are capable of everything. It's nothing that you can't do, literally.
Okay, that's it, eh? That's so true, because you're running just like him. Might not be going fast as him, but you are running just like him.
Literally, you're running just like him. One step at a time, pumping your arms, breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Even if you breathing in your nose and out your mouth, you still breathing. How we not living the same? Ain't animals living like us? Yes.
Well, like I say, yeah, that's right, bro. That's happening because there's a war going on outside for the spirit and the mind.
Yes,
There's a
man.
war. No
For real,
doubt, though. No joke. Yeah, no joke. That's it. Fucking for real.
that shit is for real, bro. That shit is so real, man. That shit is too real.
Yeah. I guess competitors, people that, I don't know, like, people that hold that the lacking of their potential, they might fall into that, or I guess the family line of those people who are holding power will continue that narrative. But why? I don't get it. Why would you just? Because they're lacking. They're lacking in what's that? The no self confidence, but they're insufficient. They feel they're insufficient. They don't suffice, so they've got to bring somebody down. They're not as good as that, so they've got to fucking bring them down.
Yep. Footstool.
Yeah.
They want to use you like a footstool. So they want you up under it. That's the reason for the spell for it. Because if you are under the standing of the spell, then there's something is standing over you.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay,
I mean?
true that. Yeah, yeah. If you're understanding the spell and letting it be relevant or fucking taking the meaning, then yeah, something is standing over you.
Standing over you. That's like not even over you, but they are standing on you. Because right, understanding, you gotta realize, it's like the standing is standing, so you under the stand. First, you are in the earth, and you are under the dirt. So something is standing on top of you. Or are you standing on top of it? See, that's why they say, never let nobody knock you off your square. Because
Right.
if you knock you off your square, you standing on the side of it. You're not on it, or you under it again. They knock you off of it so they can put something back over you. Well, you have to look to whatever is under you, and that I mean over you, but not knowing that what is over you is really under you and in you is in you.
That's right. You've got to fucking harness it and conjure it and tell it to shine and exert out. Ooh, that smells good. Yeah. So,
What you saying? Smell good when you got some of that good gas rolling up.
oh yeah.
I think about you about the only one who smoke like me, bro. You be on that motherfucker blowing like I do.
Come on, man. I've been like this.
So
Nah, it's just
Is
me. Like, it's my preference.
the trees legal out there?
Nah, bro.
No.
Well, no, not at all. Fucking the state that I was born in completely illegal, and the city where I moved to is now it's decriminalized. So you get like up to 90, 90 odd grams. You get like a parking ticket, like a ticket fine. So you don't have to go to court. But if you're caught selling it or growing it, uh, actually you're allowed one outdoor plant in this state. But yeah, that's the reason why I moved. Australia's got pretty fucked up laws, man.
So you
Like,
said you can't sell it and grow it, but you can have it like less than an ounce or something like that.
nah, but it's up to 90, about quarter pound, just under a quarter pound. So 90 something grams. It's pretty silly because it's like, if you think about it, it's worth the risk.
Oh, damn, that's
So,
good though.
yeah. So,
I mean, it
I mean,
should always.
that's why I moved here to this city because of that fact. Because it's a state. It's the state, actually. It's statewide. But,
Right.
they're saying they're looking at bringing it in the capital city for, I'm not sure, this year, but I don't know. Like, but yeah, man, this thing, like, alcohol is a poison, tobacco is a poison, you know. Some I can understand, like, the overuse of this thing, everything in moderation. Like, you know, I do know one friend that's got his tip schizophrenic because it would triggered him, but, you know, um, yeah, and also, like, if you just smoke heaps, hella strong OG every day, all day, you might become a little demotivated.
Sean Becker said it's 100 grams in Ohio, but he prescribed. He got his medical card. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
my homie got the medical cards. I just don't give a damn. Down here, they where I'm at, you can only have 28 grams. You can't even have a whole 28.
But it's up to the police officer's discretion at every time. That's a fucked up part, eh?
That's
Like,
fucked up.
huh?
I said,
Because
yeah,
they can let you off at every time. They can give you
a warning or whatever they can do. That's in every situation, even speeding or whatever. It be their discretion. It's always their discretion, which is fucked up. That's where the law lines at. I mean, is wrong at. Because then you got cops that think they're above the law. When
your.
you just an officer, you don't decide what time I'm gonna get or nothing. So for you just to want to lock me up just because,
Nah, that's how it works, bro. They
yeah,
got
because they don't work like
discretion.
that because you telling them the truth and they don't know it, and then they want to get hostile because they just assholes.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Like, fuck. So what? Georgia completely. Wow, it's no like no, it's completely illegal, right?
illegal.
That's insane, eh? Like the East Coast is. Is there any Eastern Coast states which are okay?
Um, I think New York. No, but the crazy thing in Georgia, you could have it. They done made the we THC legal, but you can't have more than an ounce.
Oh, okay.
But they can still use it to their discretion. Like, cause where I'm at where I'm at, Atlanta is like surrounded by everywhere else. It's like the outskirts. You can go through Atlanta
Oh yeah.
and they'll let you go, but then like 10 minutes or like the next little 5 seconds, you be in another county and they don't accept it. Like my brother just got locked up in Fayette County, but he's staying Atlanta, address in Atlanta. He was
What's
just
Clay
going
County is still in Georgia though.
Yeah, it's still in
Yeah.
Georgia, but
Yeah.
it's the outskirt little city
Yep.
where they got illegal at still. And
Yeah.
that's where most of the people stay at. Like, don't nobody stay in Atlanta because Atlanta is like our downtown area. Like, you know what I mean? Where all our businesses, all the companies and shit at. That's where downtown at. Now, everybody stay on the outskirts around the city. But the weed is legal in the city.
Wow. It's crazy. Yeah, it all works for the bureaucracy
Crazy.
in a way. In a way,
Crazy.
like you just got to play. I mean, as you said, we see what it is. You got to play it out for what it is, man.
No.
Like, so what happened to your brother? He got like caught with a little bag, and he spent overnight in jail.
I was staying there 15 days.
15 days for what? Just to go to trial, or that was a penalty?
Stayed in there for 15 days. And then when he got out, they gave him 2 years probation
Fuck.
for a goddamn roach.
What?
For a roach, bro.
In his car ashtray, or he just had his bullet?
The ashtray, bro.
Fuck off. Whoa. When did that happen?
Shit, this happened. He just got out. What? 3 days ago, I think. He just got out like 3 days ago.
Yeah. So what? He's on probation in that county. So if he
He's
gets
on
nicked
probation in the
again,
county.
yeah.
They make him. You got to pay a probation fine. You got to take a piss test every time he goes see him once a week.
What? For 2 years
You
he
got
has
to
to go back there. Damn.
Yes, you got to go. You got to go to the probation officer once a week,
Fuck.
and he got to pay every week for 2 years.
How much
For a
how far away
for a
is
less
that?
bag for less than a $10 bag a week. Weed.
Look at that. How much time and money is that? Like not just his, for the people who have to work and supervise him. You know, fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Just for such a little like misdemeanor sort of thing. That's it. Yeah.
But
How far
that
away is
ain't.
Claire from where he lives?
Say that again.
Like how far away is like would he have to travel just to go and sign in?
Uh, well, he actually stayed probably like 30 minutes away from there, probably 45 minutes away from where you got to go.
Damn, mate. See, it's a waste of travel time, man. Anyway.
Yep. But everywhere in Atlanta, here we everywhere is 20, 30 minutes away everywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. You just hop on the highway and just go.
Yeah, you just hop on the highway and just go. Like everywhere. Where if I go up the street right now to the store, it's gonna take me 20 minutes.
Well. So how much was just say you want to rent an apartment in the downtown Atlanta?
Oh, the city high.
Yeah.
The city high, you probably pay like goddamn 1,200 for a 1 bedroom.
True.
That's just the rent. I ain't talking about no bills or nothing. That's just the rent. Like where I'm at, I got a decent crib, but I'm outside the city. I'm over here by the airport.
Yep.
But I pay 1,200, but it's like a four. I got a 5 bedroom crib. It's a house though.
True.
Yeah, but I had to
That's
stay on.
alright. That's actually pretty good. Oh
Yeah,
no, wait. I'm not sure. I don't know what the real like average rates are there, but yeah.
that's pretty good for over here because I got people staying projects like 800, 900 in a 2 bedroom apartment where they shooting and gang banging every day. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. I was doing that for a minute, for like the last I did in this house.
But that's in the city, right? Like they live in the
Well,
projects, but they're 10 minutes away from the city, or not?
but the projects is everywhere, all around the city, in the city, outside the city, over here where I'm at. It's still projects like 5-10 minutes away from me. Like, I just told you where the dude got killed at or where they got shot at last night. It's a project. It's like 10 minutes away. But where I stay at, it's like houses over here. So it's like little sub shit, but it's still things going on over here. You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
it don't look as bad. You know what I'm saying?
True.
The shit in the city, like where the Falcons play at, where the Braves, where they just moved the Braves stadium, but the old Braves stadium and stuff like that, where the Falcons, all that shit, where they play down there, it's a project. That shit
So
is
how many stories is that place?
what?
The project building that's closest to you? Because I'm just imagining ones in New York, which are like
Oh
25
yeah, our
stories,
projects ain't like New York and Chicago projects. We don't have high rise.
or more like estates, is it? Like,
It'd be more like apartment buildings or like condos.
yeah, in a
Uh,
complex.
in the complex, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. One way
yeah,
in, one way out.
yeah. Far out. Yeah, I know what you're
That's
talking
why we
about.
call it the trap.
Yeah,
Trap. The terminology of trap really came from down here in the South. You know what I'm saying? Trap
yeah.
life. You know what I mean? Because they had us in one way ins and one way outs. You know what I'm saying? But when you go inside them gates, well, you might not never come out.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Like you go inside that gate, but you might never come out that motherfucker. Like literally. Like we got one of the first projects in the country. Techwood. I think that was one of the first projects in our country.
Wow. What do you reckon year that was made? 80s.
I don't know for sure. But them bitches, they been closed down for me. They had to close them all the way down. That thing was so big. It was like damn near 4 exits. It was like 4 exits wide long. How big the project?
I'd say that's like safety hazard.
Say that again.
Is that like safety hazard? Or
You said
like
a safety?
safety hazard? The fact they got 4 exits and so many people living there. Is that why it shut down or no?
No, they shut it down because it was a project. It was terrible.
Too much crime.
Too much crime. It was ridiculous over here. They closed a lot of the projects down here. And that caused another problem because they moved them all out of one area into over here where I'm at, like out to the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I
Excuse me.
believe I can see why they made everything legal in the city after they tore all of the projects down. You know what I mean? Um, they
Yeah,
made it
exactly.
legal, yeah, because they tore and the city is where we used to be at, but they start breaking down all the projects and moving everybody to the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? The other city.
Gentrification.
Gentrification,
Gentrification.
exactly. So now they made it legal in the city where they got all the tourists at and all of the uppity at where they can walk around and smoke their peace pipes and shit like that and not be hindered and get tickets and shit when they just walking around with blunts.
Ah, fact. And meanwhile, your local resident, who his brother's copping fucking 2 years probation and 15 days over fucking smoking
Right.
and
We
fuck
keep the
that.
city funded on the outskirts because we here every day. You know what I'm saying? And like
Fuck.
we know we need to smoke, we gonna do these certain things because this is what's going on. Like literally, like um. So yeah, they put that on the in the city, and then on the outskirts they let the other cities still have the access to fucking lock your ass up for the same shit you can get away from, get away with 5 minutes away.
Fuck that. What a joke. You can see this. Oh my god. And the tourists, so groovy, man. Like,
Bro
earlier.
said he had a 4 bedroom home, one bath for 1,000 a month in Athens, Ohio. That's good because up north, like where I'm originally from, I'm from Pennsylvania, right? I'm from a little small town up there. But up there, that shit is dirt cheap. Like my brother paid like goddamn $500 for everything. Lights, gas, water, everything.
What's the state? Or is that the state? Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Okay, so what's the capital city of that?
The capital city is the capital is Harrisburg, but you know we got big cities like Philadelphia, Pittsburgh is our big
Okay.
city.
All right. Yeah. I was gonna say Philly. Yeah. Yeah. I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
Philly.
that's not the Harrisburg is the capital. All right.
Yeah,
See.
Harrisburg is the
Yeah.
capital. Philly used to be the capital.
True that.
Harrisburg is the capital now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. 2020, y'all, we here, man. I just want y'all to know we always been here. Ain't nothing new about the year. Ain't nothing new about the day that we had. It's the same day. It's a days. All time is the same time. What's new about this time? Do the hours change? What is so new about a new year? I always wondered that. What's
Mm,
really new? Don't nothing look new. Don't look nothing look different. The sky look the same. The sun gonna be the same sun. The moon gonna be the same. And I got my house the same. I got the same car. Ain't nothing new about this shit. We
yeah.
got the same air.
The temperature has just increased. That's what I found. I guess. I'm thinking.
That's the same shit that go around every day though. The temperatures increase and go down everywhere. Guess what? Temperature go up and down so much, right?
Well, no, no, no. Like, yeah, the weather has become more intense. I'll say that. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
either way, yeah. It gets hotter in the summer and it gets cooler in the winter.
But they just changing the time because at all times, literally, it's winter, summer, spring, and fall everywhere. Literally, all times.
True.
It ain't nowhere right now that is not snowing. It ain't nowhere right now that is not raining. It is not nowhere right now where it's burning up hot. It is not nowhere where it ain't
It's
hurricane.
burning here, bro. We got fires cracking on big time over here.
And
People
somewhere
dying.
close by, somewhere real close by, it's a hurricane and a thunderstorm. And
That's
some
right. That's happening in Fiji, my brother. Cyclone season. I forgot the name of the one that's happening, but yeah, every Christmas time they get cyclones. But there was one that ran through. Its course of destruction.
and why do everything be happening around the same time every time? That's crazy. That don't that ain't the red flag that every time around these years we get hurricanes and disasters. Why that shit only happen at certain times of the year? No one ever think about that shit. How many
Mm,
times have motherfucking islands been hit in the last 10 years?
every year.
More than once every year, right?
Well, Fiji gets cyclone season. That's right. Every summertime, every like uh, what is it? November till January. It's
Right.
you gotta get it. But
So if this been happening, we just saying for 10 years. Fuck, this shit been happening longer than that. We're just gonna deal with the 10 years. How the fuck they gonna ever rebuild this every year that bitch get hit? Every year. How that motherfucker should have been wiped out by now? All of the islands should have been wiped out. Or is this shit fake? Cause
mm,
how many times can a motherfucking town take a blasting or a nuclear bomb hitting that bitch?
yeah,
This shit
I don't
fake.
know. Like it's not like a. But when you said that, like it goes around, happens every time. How could it? I just thought of cycles, right? And then I just as like a devil's advocate shit, I was thinking like women have their monthly cycle. Do you know what I mean? They have their
Right.
period and shit. Like so, that's kind of natural thing. That's not, but not to say that this weather thing isn't controlled in some manner.
Hey, if I was a psycho, right? And I was going through a cycle, right? Right? You know how your
If
washer
you're
goes.
what a
I said if
cyclone,
yeah, if I was a cyclone or something going through a cycle, right?
yeah,
Or if I was just a cycle going through a cycle. You got different kind, a psychotic, psycho, right?
Right.
They call a motherfucker who's sick a sicko or a psycho, right? Why do fuck do we got to go through a cycle?
Right.
What's the cycle? Why do we have to go through a cycle through a point of a trance, a dream, and a down cycle? A psycho. We are fucking psychos. Cyclone. The spell is so deep when you start seeing that shit. That's how it just be. You can add the words to every beat of your beat. Literally, it'd be like, damn, okay, psycho, psychotic, psychics. What is a psychic? A sidekick. A psychic is a sidekick. The one who was running right beside you, who can keep, who was thinking what you were thinking inside you. You know what I mean? Like,
That's PSY. That's crazy. PSYCYSIDE. Like shit.
when you start seeing it, it'll be like right there. Be like, God damn, that shit really right there. Like, God damn it, fuck, that's crazy. It's right in front of our face, literally. It's in our face. All of it. None of that shit going on. Hey, look, have you ever been like right now? I'm sitting in the crib, right? And it's warm, it ain't decent, it ain't cold, right? But my
Yeah.
body got a natural chill to it.
Yeah, man. That's what I've got right now. Like it's not hot, but it's water. Like, but I feel a bit cold.
Right. How the hell is it hot and warm, but you feel cold? How? Why? Is that got something to do with what's going on with the atmosphere outside and what's going on? Why do you got that cold temperature? Because it's almost like you felt exactly how I felt. Like you almost got the chill at the same time I did. It's like a chill, goosebumps. Like you ever paid attention how those goosebumps pop up and then you can see the damn the pores where your hairs are sticking out of, but you can't see those same without the chill bumps. Your skin be looking like a smooth paved road. But then when you get those chill bumps, it's like you riding on a bumpy highway. Like damn, they need to goddamn come put some concrete on this shit, man. They fucking my tires and my rims up.
Right.
You know where I'm rolling. So just imagine see, because we see the bump on the outside of the skin. Is it bumping up on the inside first though, or how much did it bump on the inside so you can see it on the outside? If that shit swell up from the inside and then it go back down in and flat, that means it's rising from the inside. That something made your skin rise. It was cold enough to make the pores separate and look individual more. Like you can, like that fucking shit is crazy. Like literally, I'm sitting there looking at this shit. That is crazy. Like, okay, so my skin is swelling up on the inside. It's just like putting a fossil together, making an imprint. You know what I'm saying? How you got to goddamn pour the goddamn or pour the concrete over the stone and over the man and make a statue. And people thought that he was just uh that it was something carved out. They thought that he was just chiseled out of the rock to look like that. Or was the concrete poured on him to make him solid? Because he had start spreading around the word or the world where he started bringing the world together, but he had to separate himself to do it. So they tried to bring them back together, and the only way to keep them all the way together was to put them in a container or to contain them within. So that's what a statue is. Are we a statue? This is what they say statue. A statue of limitation. What's a statue of limitation?
Nah, it's statute.
A statute.
Yes.
Yeah, same shit. Stat. A state. What's a stat? LeBron James got all kind of stats, right? Lord of mercy. a stat. They were trying to keep a record of
Yeah.
your what's the word I'm looking for? Your output, or they trying to keep a record of your is it output? No, it's another word I'm looking for. Yeah, brain fart. And it's almost like your output or the things that you was left. They're trying to keep a record of it. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping stats of your accomplishments or the things that you achieved, your achievements.
Yeah.
Right. So a statue, like they gave Michael Jordan a statue for his achievements, right? Put was it Kobe Bryant or somebody they put in front of the Staples Center, Shaquille O'Neal, whoever the fuck, you know, they gave him an accolade. They put him in a statue. They statued him. They put him on a status. He was on a pedestal. So he could be looked up to. Are they making him out to be a god in the future? You know how we look like at the OMAC, you know, carvings of the OMACs and things of that nature. Will Shaq be the same as the OMAC? Will Michael Jordan's statue or the Martin Luther King statue that's over here in Atlanta in the Martin Luther King Center, are they being put on a pedestal to be um seen in a godlike state or say in the future? You know what I mean? Like, are they gonna be talking about them in the way that they talked about Zeus and fuck whoever the fuck else? Because they done put him on the status and they gave him statues and they got records of his stats. I don't know. It's just like, should I make myself a stone? Carve your shit into stone. Um, Making your place in his story. When you making your place in his story, who is he? And why do you want to make a place in your own story instead of being his? Why not make a place in or effect into your story or my story, the mystery? See, everybody always heard his story, but it's the mysterious things. It's the mysterious things that keep us going. Why? Because you're searching for the mystery, which is your story. You know, the history, the real history. Hit story, hit history is almost like hit stories or it stories, mysteries, the mystique in all the stories. See, we are all under spells, man. We are under the spell so damn deep that it's even hard to peep it. It's hard to peep it if you don't fucking got enough eyes to see. Not only uh only a chosen few people were meant to see. Which even though you got eyes, we all had eyes, but we just never seen them. Let me see. How do you go to goddamn? How do you pull up? Let me pull something up real quick. Mhm. Okay, cool. Which way I get to turn this bitch? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Boom. All right. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna screen share something with y'all real quick. This magnet U. I done showed y'all this before, but I'm gonna show y'all this again. Okay, this magnetic U. This magnetic U. I want y'all to think about the magnetic U. We deal with electricity, electricity. We electric the city or elect. We elect it to see it. Now, this magnet, it resembles or it lets you know that the I is you. All right? Because if I unfold that you and it make it go from point A to point B, it looks like a little eye with the goddamn magnet on top of it. Both magnets, it look like the big eye as well. One line across, one line at the bottom with the eye with the red in the middle. All right. Now, also, if I turn that magnet to the way that we are looking at the TV screen, that magnet will resemble the eyes in you. Now, the eyes in you is nothing but one eye that look like two. That's really a you. Because the eye can only see you. You can only look into the eye. You know, the you is the eye. So it looks into an eye. And the eye looks out at the you. All right. Now, this I and this you is really just a double two or a W. You are the I and the you, right? And the only two eyes that you was able to see at was the one that looked like two was really you, and the first one that you was given, what they was calling the third eye, because they didn't really want you to know that all eyes see through the original view, which is the points of view, the way that your eyes is pointing at your view, or what you see, or what I see, or what you are looking at through the eyes that we utilize to see the water, which is the sea. The water is like the glass, which is to see. When you went to the water and you went to the sea, it's the first time you ever seen a reflection of you and me, and which is I. The first time that I walked to the water is when I seen you and I realized that you was me. And the whole time I was talking to you, I was looking at me, but I was hearing I, right?
Man, I can
So
break this down so sweetly. You just follow it out.
say that
Check
again,
this
big bro.
out. Check this out. How you just
Yes, sir.
broke that down. It makes no sense. Like it makes no sense because you got the I. If you stretch it out, you got the C. You got the U. Right. So that's I C U. And then
Yes.
if you get two of them, as you said, put them together, you got a W or an M. Right. So then if you put them together, you put two of them together, you got to get an M. They put another one of those and turn it on its full
Yes, bro. You still there? Why I keep cutting him out? He must be still hearing on the chat. You there? You there, Summer? Oh, he
Yeah.
back. Yeah, you had went out. You said what? No, you said if you put two of them together, you can get the M. And then when you flip it, it would look like a W or the E, which is energy.
Yeah, it's
That
me and we.
right. And it's also the N. You see how that U is also the N because there's a little N as well to let you know that you was in your eyes, which was one. It's all right in front of our face, man. It's literally right in our face, bro. You said it perfectly, bro. When you see that I see you, and you see in I. Literally. Like, man, you just spelling. No, bro, I'm not spelling, bro. I'm unveiling. I'm untelling. You know, we had to tell the truth. They said the story is to be sold, not to be told. Not to be told. We not selling our soul. We telling all of our souls so that they can know in self. It wasn't about a sale. It wasn't about a purchase, you know, but it was about a person, which is each per chest. Each person got a chest, so that was the only thing that you had to purchase and invest into. The vest was meant to go over the chest. The purpose of your purchase was to invest into self. Investment was the mind, what the vest over your chest was the vest in the mind to protect your mind as you invest into the thing on your chest, your heart. You got to invest into what's in the center of your chest, which is your heart. Pump out that energy, y'all. Learn to love yourself, man. I can only look through my vision and look through my eyes and tell it how I'm seeing it. I can only tell a vision from how am I seeing it. I can only see the television by what I am telling my visions. You have to tell yourself what you are seeing and you accept what you are um in the standing of. Yeah, man. So with that being said, man, I'm about to get off this thing. I'll be back probably later on. I'll be back probably about a couple hours. I need to go finish painting this lady's trim. Go get me a couple bucks so I can blow me some gas. Um, I really appreciate everything that y'all do, man. I just really want y'all just to be the best you or the best I that I could possibly be. All I want to do is to be the best me. And all I want you to do is be the best you so we can be the best us. You know? And it's about the connection of all of us to make everybody flourish. Because once you connect with somebody, all of your energies are unified. You become one into you and I, under you and I. And we all see through the same eye. We see in eye, we speak in eye. All we want to do is protect I. We want to serve I because I was the only one meant to serve. You know? So you serve yourself and don't serve no one else. You love yourself and you can love everyone else, everyone sells, everyone else. Just notice about that, everyone. Everyone. All of us are one. That's everyone. You are the one. The one. Which one are you? The ONE or the one who won the game? Or are you Juan? Juan. The one who's just wandering around. Be the winner, man. Be the win in the winter, which we have just entered. We was already in the winter. You know, we haven't spring or sprung up from the dirt. We are still in the ground right now. This is not the beginning of nothing new. something. The beginning of something new is when the buds start to come through the grass. Or does the beginning start in the dark, which we was just in when we passed? You know, the last couple of days that we just passed was the is the dark. Is the dark now, the winter hours, the cold. But you're supposed to be a winner in the winter. So you can come up with some more for her. Or be the more summer, or be the more fire of the sum of everything when everything sums up, or when everything comes together, you done got the sum of it or her. Unveil the spells, people. Unveil the veils and you will find the truth. Unveil the veils of the spells and you will come from underneath the dark clouds that have been hovering over you. All right. With that said, I'm out. Shout out to the God Sun Ray. Much love to you, brother, over there way in Australia, doing what he do, doing the same thing that we are over here doing. Living life, experiencing it. Much love, y'all. I'm out. You got anything you want to say to the people, bro?
Nah, just peace as always, man.
All the
See you,
time, man.
King. Catch you on the flip.
All the time, all the time. Catch y'all on the flip side, on the dark side of the sun. You already know, man. Y'all the one. Be the winner. Easy.